Coming up on MovieBuff, love is in the air for an all-star lineup in Valentine's Day. Move over Daniel Radcliffe & co. There's a new adventure coming our way in Percy Jackson and the Lightning Thief. Plus, Colin Firth's best shot at an Oscar. We take a look at A Single Man.
Roses are red, violets are blue. Who wants to chat to Ashton Kutcher and Topher Grace too? Me! Well, now maybe our best chance as they're both headed here for Valentine!
Bringing new meaning to the term heavyweight cast, it stars these two, plus Julia Roberts, Bradley Cooper, Anne Hathaway, and Jessica's Biel and Alba, to name but a few. All trying to get through the supposedly most romantic time of the year.
Yes, have another bottle of wine.
Bet there was a fight on set for the biggest trailer.
No, it's just the opposite. Everyone wants to be cool because no one wants to be the diva, you know? So like everybody is cooler than they probably normally are in their own movies.
Did I mention it includes two of Grey's Anatomy's finest?
There's McDreamy and a McSteamy in this film.
I mean, there's a McEverything in this film. There are more beautiful men. I don't think anyone can really handle it.
Ms. Alba plays Morley, who goes out with Reed.
Do you have any idea what it would be like at work today if I wore that thing? I mean, people will be asking me.
Where'd you get the big ring?
You know, how many bridesmaids? How did he do it?
Just one of the intertwining stories from the legendary director who gave us Pretty Woman. And for Ashton, that was part of the appeal.
No, I think it was just working with Gary Marshall. I mean, he's so special and he's such a special, beautiful man with such a giving, caring heart. It's so nice to be around him.
Sadly, it's a case of over-egging the Hollywood pudding. There's a bit too much going on. Some of the big names also feel a bit miscast. What's more, despite this being a rom-com, there was a distinct lack of laughing going on in the screening I saw this in.
Oh my gosh, I totally love him.
And I'm crazy about her.
Sabian wrote his number on my hand.
There you have it, young love, full of promise, full of hope, ignorant of reality.
While Cupid has drawn back his bow for another blockbuster, looks like he may have missed.
Okay, I'm gonna go now, okay.
Percy Jackson and the Lightning Thief.
Get in! Come on, come on! In the car, let's go, keys! Oh, got the keys.
Come on!
Drive!
Go!
Okay, they're coming! Oh, you're gonna want to switch. I got this. Go!
Now, Percy Jackson is the story of a boy who discovers that he has special powers. And so, with the help of his two best friends, who also have unique skills, he goes on a mission to defeat the ultimate baddie. Sound like a familiar plot to you? Remind you maybe of a certain Harry Potter series. Not only that, the genius behind the first two Wizard movies, Christopher Columbus, is the director of this new fantasy too. But Chris says that his latest project, Percy Jackson, is nothing like the Potter series.
Potter's more about wizardry. This is Greek mythology, and I really would not honestly want to have gotten involved with a picture that was similar, because for me, I just had not seen this film before, and that was the real reason I wanted to do it.
You're half mortal, half god.
My father's Poseidon, god of the seas.
Your blood is special.
Okay, so the plot is all linked into Greek mythology, as Percy Jackson is actually the son of Greek god of the sea Poseidon, played by Kevin McKidd. Now, he's not the only famous face to take on the persona of a god, as there are loads of them in this picture. Uma Thurman plays Medusa, while Rosario Dawson takes on Persephone, and Steve Coogan is Hades. Pierce Brosnan stars too as a senator.
I had to get onto fluorescent green painter's stilts and put on the blue tights. You have to be a bold man to do such a thing, and especially to walk out onto a set with 200 young people who are very buffed and kind of eager to show them strut their stuff, and you're supposed to be this wise, bold hero.
Based on a popular series of children's books, it looks like Percy Jackson is here to stay. So expect to see a lot more of these three pretty faces. That's Logan Lerman, Alexandra Daddario, and Brandon T. Jackson.
one of the most notable fashion designers in the last 20 years, shining as a Gucci designer and, more notably at the moment, with his own ranges. Tom Ford, the man who encapsulates cool, is now a film director. It's annoying, isn't it, how talented some people are? But as you would expect, the picture is beautiful, flowing piece of imagery and music that, above anything, is a visual masterpiece that on DVD release will no doubt come in a chiffon or silk sleeve. Charting the last day of a bereaved gay man, played by Colin Firth, A Single Man is the story of George, who, struggling to deal with the death of his male partner, is meticulously planning his suicide and coming across people from his past, present and perhaps future. He has been criticised for over-designing the film, but to be honest, that sounds like a film reviewer's easy outlet for a backhanded remark. But credit at last for Firth, a stalwart of British film, and despite his fears about awards and their importance, the accolades are helping both him and the film get the justice it deserves.
One could argue for a very, very, very long time about to what extent they're healthy and to what extent they're not. But they've helped this film. It's minute, and it's only grown through buzz and through festivals and through this sort of thing. And I think as long as you're not creating a false Emerald City at the end of it all, then I think it's all good.